Yo, what's going on, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome to a brand new locals feature match. Here we are in round 3 for February 17th locals. We've got Orcust, Tearlament on the left versus everyone's favorite deck right now, Snake Eye Fire King. Somehow, some way, I think almost every feature match this week, I could be wrong actually, but there's no way I managed to include Snake Eyes. Yeah, I did. Except for round 2. Round 2, last round, which by the way, if you haven't seen, I'll leave a link to it, where we had Cash versus Labyrinth. Right? There's been a lot of Labyrinth and a lot of Snake Eye, and I apologize for that. When I pick, and a little behind the scenes here, when I pick feature matches, usually, you know, I get to look at the pairings, right, and choose from that based off the names that I see. I don't see the decks that they're playing. Some people might know in advance what they're playing, and that might help me make a better decision. But sometimes I always just go in blind and try to put on people that I haven't been in a while, such as these two players here. And kind of hope that they're playing something different. But yeah, you know, you get Snake Eyes, right? You're gonna get Snake Eyes, all right? I'll try, and I know I've said this in the past, I probably sound like a broken record. I'll try to keep it to a minimum, keep things a little bit interesting. Yeah, the Tier Orcust deck, though, that is something I wanted to see on here, because I don't think that's something we've had enough of lately. And I know there's I don't think there's too many Orcust players at my locals. There might be 2, 3 maximum, and that's, like I said, maximum 3, and sometimes they're not always there. This is one of them. They were playing pure Orcust, or not pure Orcust, sorry, Tearlament. I think the last time I played them might have been on a Saturday Night Locals episode, if I recall correctly. That one actually might have never gotten uploaded, now that I think about it. Because I got my ass kicked at locals with Rika, and that just scrapped it. They were playing pure Tearlament, and now they're trying out an Orcust Tearlament variant. We'll see how it fares here against the best deck of the format, arguably Tier 0 Engine, if you want to call it that. Honestly, whatever you call it doesn't matter. It's just a really good deck, very expensive one at that. So they just have Dragostapelia, and and I mean, I guess they have Redoer since they were able to rip a trap off the top. Probably one of the best cards they could ask to get for Redoer, giving it that bounce effect. Dragostapelia is going to try to negate the Snake Eye Ash, but they do have Kieran Quick Effect to dodge to pop it, and will not get the counter on it, so it will not get negated. Gets to the graveyard. They still get to search Poplar. Poplar gets summoned, searches the OSS, and almost said the ISS, the International Space Station. Yeah, either way, they're going to link into Linkuriboh here. That's going to allow Poplar to hit the spell and trap zone, activate the original Spinful Stoils OSS, summon out from the deck. They're going to go ahead and bring out Oak, and Oak is going to go ahead and bring out one from the graveyard here. I will say the only redeeming quality about the Snake Eye deck, in my opinion, is that how the Snake Eye monsters are named after trees. I like that a lot. You have Ash, you got Oak, Poplar, and Birch. Very cool, Konami. Very cool. Very, very cool. And I imagine this board is going to get cracked pretty easily. I've seen far more layered Tearlament boards than this. I should know. One of my friends, Dan, is a Tearlament aficionado. They've been playing that deck pretty much since Tearlament was a thing, even before that. So I've got quite a bit of experience playing against that deck, and I know I've seen far better boards than this. Of course, you know, getting hit with Ash Blossom mid-combo, maybe not milling the best, and that's always kind of been a downfall, I guess, for Tearlament. That's more so now, especially since the deck has been hit quite a bit. You know, you're not going to always be able to guarantee mill a bunch of names, and obviously with the millers being gone, you know, Kelbeck and Agito, right, that's going to hurt your chances of consistently hitting things that help you pop off more obviously. But we're going to see them link now into the Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf in a very interesting zone placement. And they're going to go ahead and choose to bounce it back with Time Thief Redoer. I guess maybe that keeps them off an easy Link 3 to get into Promethean. I guess that's my only guess as to why they did that there. But they're going to link into a Nightmare Phoenix, discard the Flamberge Dragon. Coolest looking card in the archetype, I will say. I think I said that before, but discard a card, pop Primitive, well, not Primitive, Primeval Planet Perlarino. And then they're going to go into the Promethean. Promethean's going to go ahead and bring back the old Flamberge Dragon, and then they're going to go ahead and link off into the Raging Phoenix, and that's going to get sent away for a Zelantis. Zelantis effect here is going to go ahead and banish everything, and then summon everything back to the field, and they're going to choose the zones in which they come back in. And Promethean effect will get to trigger on the summon. They'll pop the Flamberge to bring itself out, and the Redoer. And yeah, this is a thing I see a lot of people making a mistake on. It's like their zone placement with Promethean and Zelantis. They're just choosing not to co-link stuff because obviously Zelantis has that battle phase effect where you can just like non-target pop cards of the number of co-link monsters I think you control. So you just like blow up the entire field in the battle phase. I will say though, I do like how this deck is playing Zelantis. I think outside of Marincess, and obviously I'm biased towards that, Marincess is a deck that has really, at least in my eyes, only been able to really abuse that card up until now. So it is kind of cool to see another deck getting to abuse the card in kind of a cool way, setting up with like Raging Phoenix and Promethean Princess, all that stuff, going for an OTK line, of which this deck has many. And we're finally getting to see some Orcust cards. Harp Horror hitting the graveyard. I think that might have been off a Sharon there. I missed that. But we're going to see them activate Harp Horror regardless. And that's going to go ahead and banish itself to summon an Orcust monster from the deck. Now dark locking themselves for the rest of the turn. And they're going to go ahead and summon Girsu, the Orcust Mech Knight. That on summon is going to send an Orcust or World Legacy monster or card, I believe, from the deck to the grave. And they're going to go ahead and not send World Wand here, but sending the Symbol Skeleton. And I think normally you're trying to probably end on like maybe a Galatea with Crescendo setup ideally, and you'd have Babel with like a Ding loaded engrave with Symbol Skeleton. Yeah, no, I played in that format, alright. I remember what Orcust does. I played in Toss format. That's back when I think I was playing Block Dragon Burning Abyss. I think that's how long ago it's been. I think that's what I was playing roughly around that time period. Symbol Skeleton will be used to go ahead and bring back the Galatea, I believe. And then the Dingirsu will get slapped on top of it. Dingirsu effect either attach or send. They're going to go ahead and attach the Symbol Skeleton, which would attempt to put it back in the graveyard. But they're saying, you know what, hold up. In response to the Ding effect, I'm going to chain Nibiru the Primal Being. So it will not get attached since Ding is no longer in the field, allowing the Symbol Skeleton to never hit the grave again. That is kind of like the gimmick, right? You banish the Symbol Skeleton to bring out the Galatea after you've kind of link climbed a little bit, and then you slap a Ding on top of it. Ding gets back the banished symbol, and then you link off again into like another Galatea, and then you set up your graveyard with the Ding quick effect, you know, plays, because Orchestrated Babel, the field spell that they grabbed off Galatea, essentially allows all Orcust monsters to be treated as quick effects. So Symbol Quick Effect can bring out Ding. Ding can send anything on the field non-target, which doesn't sound that great by today's standards. Certainly isn't, but obviously if you pair that with some maybe like Tearlament cards on top of that, right, maybe it gets a little bit better. Maybe your Tear Cache is milling, you know, Orcust Nightmare and things like that, mid-combo too during the opponent's turn, you know, classic Tearlament things. But here it doesn't look like they really have much going. They're going to go ahead and activate the Diabellstar, sending off the Triple Tactics Talent, and I think they just set Wanted there, which probably goes to show that maybe they already have OSS in play. or another way to get to it. They're just going to go into Nightmare Phoenix, suss out the back row there. It's a Super Poly and normal summon Snake Eye Ash, and yeah, I think we all know what that means. Search Poplar, Poplar effect to go ahead and grab the OSS right there. And like I said earlier, this deck's got plenty of OTK lines. The Fire King monster's really helping with that, even outside of the Zelantis card. And then that whole play with Raging Phoenix, etc. You know, the Fire King monsters are huge. Garunix can get huge, up to like, what, 3,900 sometimes. So, yeah, I think we'll probably see this result here into an OTK. We're going to go Promethean. Poplar will send itself the spell and trap zone, activating OSS, getting rid of the Poplar. Let's go ahead and bring out a guy from the deck, level 1 fire. Probably going to be Ponix here to get that Fire King engine online. Yep, it will be just that. Ponix is going to go grab a Fire King spell or trap. This is probably going to be the Sanctuary. Sanctuary will get the field spell, right? Same old song and dance here. The Nib token, I imagine, is decently big. I know Ding has 0 defense. I think I remember that. And they're going to use the Snake Eye Ash here to send off itself and one of the card to go ahead and bring out Flamberge. Now we're going to see the Fire King Island pop Garunix, new chain Garunix effect, destroying Kieran. Kieran effect to go ahead and bring back the Ponix and pop the token. That's completely cleared, and I think that is just game on board right then and there. So that is going to do it for this match. We see Fire King Snake Eye take it in a swift 2-0. Leave a like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this one. And last but not least, a big shout out goes to our current Divine level channel members, who are Pony Stark, Cadillacs, Green, Misfid, HZH Cyber, and Robin's Assistant. Thank you guys so much as always for your very, very kind and extremely generous support of this channel.